Hello! Yoshi and
アサールアドベンチャー元気ですか？
元気です。
よかったね。
朝
私も元気です。
今日は日本とドイツの国際夫婦である私たちが結婚式の違いについてお話ししたいと思います。
はい。
最後にはどっちが良かったか、正直な感想をアサールに話してもらおうかなと思うので、ぜひ最後までご視聴ください。
はい。
はい。
So, we are a little bit special. We had two different marriages. One of them was in Germany and one of them was in Japan. For us, that was very special because we married two times. And both of the times was very difficult when it comes to the organization and also very different how much stress we had and how we will plan everything. So today we will talk about that.
そうですね。
So we will first talk about the marriage in Germany.
まず僕たちがドイツで結婚したのは、2023年の8月9日だよね。
はい。
はい。そこでまず結婚式をしました。
はい。So I think I will ask you どうだった結婚式ドイツで
の結婚式は、まあすごくエントシュパントだったね。
そうだね。
なんか本当に親しい友達とかばかりだったので、なんかそんなに気を張らずに結婚式できたかなと思います。
そうだね。So I would say we planned our marriage very short time. So we planned the marriage, I think, in the same year. So he asked me, let's get married. And I said, okay. And then we had a couple of months to organize the marriage. But to be honest, we had 4 or 5 months, but we organized everything just only in 2-3 weeks. Yeah. So the most of the things, I think also my family organized that. So we didn't make something big. So we just had 13 people, my friends, my family, and Yoshi's friends, because Yoshi's family was not able to come fly here. For example, I think for the dress, my dress, and for his suits, he just go somewhere and then just for I think 1 hour. So we go there, you bought that, and that was it. And my dress, my friend bought my dress. So she.
But it's common?
It's not that common. So the way that we get married in Germany is not that common. But usually in Germany, you marry it 2 times. One is in front of the city. So you go somewhere and then you organize it. And then you go to the city, the place that you have. And then you got married officially. And after that, you have the official marriage. So it's in the church or somewhere else. And then you have a big marriage. So we didn't have the second part. We just had the first part. Yeah. So it was not that complicated to get married here. So we didn't organize many things. Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
知らなかった。
だからthat was the reason why I asked you. So you never visit a 結婚式 in Germany, right?
でもドイツの結婚式は本当に人によって様々だよね。例えばトルコ人の人とかもさ、ドイツに住んでるわけで。で、トルコ人の人はトルコスタイルの結婚式したり。
そう。
結構、いろんな結婚式を聞くイメージだけど。
そうだね。Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I think also the marriage that we had in Germany was much more multicultural. So that was my friends from Korea, from Turkey, from Yoshi's friend from Japan, my family we grew up here, but Iranian people. So everything was a multi-culti, right? Yeah. So, for example, our dress and my dress looked like that. So that was the way that I dressed up at our marriage. And that's the picture of our friends and family together. So as you can see, that was a very small, beautiful, but small. And that was the place that we go to the city hall, I would say, and got married. So that was very easy. Yeah. And it didn't cost something for us because my parents, my father paid for that. But it was not that expensive, right? Yeah.
No.
そうでしょ。
確かに。まあすごくお金もなかったんでね。
そうだね。
安めの結婚式で終わりましたね。
Yeah.
そして次に結婚式したのが日本。
そう。
日本で結婚式したのはいつか覚えてる？
The 11th of January.
よかったですね。僕の地元の山梨で結婚しました。
そうだね。
どうだった？
本当に 好きだった。
好きだった？
本当に好きだった。That was very, very fun for me. And I would say Yoshi organized everything. Thank you very much, Yoshi. So Yoshi organized everything in Germany to Japan. So do you want to explain how you organized that?
はい。日本でいろいろ実際に試食とか会場見に行くってことはできなかったので、全部オンラインで準備しました。で、実際に会場に行ったのは本当に1日だけだったんですけど、10ヶ月前ぐらいに最初結婚式の方に連絡して、で、そこから話して、いろいろズームとかで、2人でね、結婚式のプランナーと喋りながらオンラインでしていきました。で、ほとんどぶっつけ本番だったね。
そうだね。そうだね。So, I understand a little bit Japanese, but my Japanese is not on the level that I understand everything. So I was like, hi. So yeah, so that was the reason that Yoshi organized everything. So of course he asked me about the color and how many people and what I want, but most of the things Yoshi organized that. So yeah.
日本の結婚式も30人ぐらいで小さな結婚式でやったんですけど、ちゃんと挙式を挙げて、披露宴をやるっていう形でやりました。
そう。
やっぱりお金もすごいかかったね。
そうだね。That was the big difference. So we didn't pay for the first marriage something, but it was very beautiful. We had a photograph, we had our friends, we had somewhere that we were before to the city, and then the marriage. After that, we go to the restaurant, and that was kind of like the place that we got married and had fun and drink everything, and everything else we didn't pay for that. But the second one in Japan, that was the opposite. That was so expensive.
そうだね。日本は挙式が教会とかお寺だとかなんか選べる。けど僕たちは教会でやって、で披露宴は本当に結婚式場借りて披露宴がっつりしたっていう感じです。けどドイツだと挙式は絶対そうだよね。ドイツの市役所だよね。
そう。
そこが一個大きな違いかなっていうふうに思います。
はい。I think the marriage in Japan was the next level, I would say. Before we got married, it wasn't that much stress. I would say the marriage in Germany, that was more stressful for me. But in Japan, that was like I didn't done something. The only thing that we have done was the organization here in Germany. And after we went to Japan, that was like we did nothing, right? So that they did the organization. So we just go there and see the salon, see the place that we get married. But everything else?
でもどうだった？なんかさ、日本ではさ、最初着物着て披露宴したけど、途中でドレスに着替えてとかあって、なんかそういった意味では大変だったんじゃない？
そうだね。If you want to say that this was my first dress, that was my dress that I got. I had two different dresses. First one was this. I also had the Japanese kimono like this. It's very beautiful, but very, very heavy. So it took me 1 hour to put everything, and I didn't something, so they helped me, of course. And this was the place that we got married. So very beautiful. For me, that was not stressful. It was so much fun because this was my first Japanese marriage and that was my marriage time. So, so that was not stressful.
本当に？でも俺が思ったのは、
吉和もっと
ドイツだとやっぱりなんか時間あったじゃん。けど日本はこれやってこれやってこれやってって
楽しかった。
なんか例えばご飯食べる時間もそんなになかったし、なんかご飯食べてる間に写真撮らなきゃいけないしみたいなのあったけど、ドイツだとなんかもうゆっくりできたイメージだ。
でも私もドイツで結婚式ってご飯食べなかった。
本当に？
本当にご飯食べなかった。本当にストレスいっぱいだった？いっぱい？何？いっぱい？
なるほどなるほど。いっぱいだった。
だった。いっぱいだった。だから日本で本当に楽しかった。でもお腹空いてなかっただから、イエーイ楽しかった。イエーイドレス着物イエーイレッツゴー。
じゃあそっか。じゃあもしかしたらやっぱりドイツだから朝がドイツですることいっぱいあって、
そうだね。
日本の結婚式はやっぱ日本だから、自分がいろいろ
そう。
そんな感じで。
そうだね。大でしょ。
そんな違いがあったよね。
そうだね。
大きな違いで言うと、まず結婚 をするタイミング、結婚届を出したら結婚なのか、それとも挙式で結婚を挙げたら結婚なのか。っていうところと、あとは挙式のスタイル。まあドイツだと役所で結婚式するっていうのが決まってて、日本だとまあ教会だったり、お寺だって自分たちのしたいところを選べる。で、まあ披露宴は結構似てたかな。披露宴はどっちもなんかなんか挨拶があったり、ケーキカットしたり。
そうだね。
そうで、あとはやっぱ結婚式をプランニングする上で、やっぱ日本は挙式と披露宴どっちもプランニングしなきゃいけないから、やっぱ結婚式プランナーの会社が全部やるから、本当に丸投げにはできるんだけど、すごいお金がかかる。
そうだね。
けどドイツは挙式はお金かかんないんだよ。でもそれは、挙式がお金かかんなくて、で、披露宴だけ自分たちで別の結婚式をオーガナイズするっていうところで、まあ日本より安いよね。多分大勢の人集めて大きくやりたいって人は、まあその分お金もかかったりするんだけど、っていう感じだと思います。
そうだね。
はい。
Yeah. So also what I would say the big difference for me between the German and the Japanese was that the Japanese one was very organized. So everything was organized from the step one that you go inside. So there was someone that always told us, you have to go inside, this is the first step, this is the next step, then you have to do this, and then now you can kiss, then you can go, you have to bow and everything else. And I was like, okay, yes, perfect, I don't have to think. So I think I didn't think for just one time because they told me everything. So I was kind of like feel like a puppy doing everything. Someone told me sit, up, down, don't eat. So also about eating, ご飯も女の子は、私の今ご飯食べる。はい、ご飯食べます今。So that was also that was special for me. Not bad, yeah.
Just that's answering it.
No, that was like because I was in Japan and I didn't want to do something wrong also, and I know Japan has so much rules, and so I was like very relaxed because I knew she will tell me everything and I will do this and this is right. So yeah, that was good.
Okay, そうですね。
Yeah. So.
じゃあ最終的にどうだった？結局日本とドイツの結婚式どっちが好き？
私は日本の結婚式好きです。もっと好きです。
本当。
Yeah. But because for me that was very special, so that was very new, so that was the reason why I liked the Japanese one more. But I would say the German one was more relaxed when it comes to the family things. I think I never bow so much. I think I bow 40 times. That was like 1, 2, 3, and I was like, wow, I had just hurt my back. So, and I think in Germany was much more relaxed, right?
Yeah.
So you were able to speak with our friends.
Had more time.
Yeah, we had more time, more relaxed time also. But in Japan, I was not able to speak with my friends that much. Yoshi a little bit, but I mean after that we also met Yoshi's friends. But in the time that was like, we didn't have time to speak because everything was organized from the beginning until the end. Yeah.
だから俺はドイツの方が好きだったかも。なんかカチカチしてなくて、なんかリラックスした感じでできたから、俺的にはドイツの方が良かった。まあでも日本の結婚式はその分やっぱすごい特別な感じがして、もう本当に結婚式。
そうだね、本当に結婚式。
ドイツはまあね、自然な感じだったな。
そうだね。Yes, this is, I think, the big difference between Japan and between Germany. Of course, you can also have a very organized marriage party in Germany, but I think Japan is on the next level because Japanese people love to organize everything and they love rules, and that was very, special.
でもよかったね。どっちも結婚式で。
そうだね。
楽しかったね。
楽しかった、本当に。
ありがとうね。
ありがとう、私もありがとう。This is the story of how is the difference between the marriage in Germany and in Japan. So if you also are different from different culture and an international couple, please comment on our video. Let us know how was your marriage in a different country. Yeah, and if you like the video,
いいね。
いいです。チャンネル登録お願いします。
チャンネル登録もお願いします。はい、じゃあまた次回の動画で会いましょう。
Yeah, So, 皆さん、またね !See you next time!
またね、バイバイ。
バイバイ